said that we should be knocking on wood that a major hurricane doesn't happen as we wait for insurance reforms to take effect. Obviously, we're in a situation nobody wants us to be in right now, but do you think it may be time to have another special session on further insurance reforms?
Well, look, I think we've got to get through this. I mean, this is going to be our sole focus. We've got a lot that's been mobilized as it should be done, and we're going to bring all these resources to bear once the storm hits, and we want to make sure people get on their feet. And so I think that's what we're going to be focused on now. I'm always available. I've always wanted to do more than the legislature's wanted to do. We got the legislature to do a lot more this year than we've ever had. So whatever's down the pike that could be beneficial to the market, I'm all ears for. But I definitely think we've got to get through this. We're going to have a lot of people going to need to help get back on their feet. I'm proud of how we've been able to handle these, where we really take the bull by the horns and we go in. We have we planned ahead. We have a disaster fund in the state of Florida that we are able to dip into to be able to help doing all this stuff. I mean, all this pre-staging, it doesn't happen for free. You've got to put resources behind it. You put resources behind it to prepare. Sometimes you may not need to use all these resources, but I would rather put money out, be prepared, and then not have to use it than the opposite. And so I think it's been really good the way we've budgeted for this. And then if you remember with Hurricane Ian, when we rebuilt those bridges, we just paid for it. The state paid for it. I didn't wait for the federal government. I didn't wait for local government. We just took care of it. Same thing with some of the housing mission. We created our own housing mission from the state that had always been done by FEMA, and FEMA did do some stuff, but we were putting trailers on people's front yards so that they can rehab their homes and had a place to stay on their property, so they weren't having to live in a hotel or living in some RV park. So we're proud of how we've done that. We're going to lean in the same way on this storm.